In this video, I will share with you 5 ways men punish women when we simply don't get their way. So I'll start with actually the most common way. It's the most annoying and it's the most common and looks very innocent, and it makes a woman get very insecure, very anxious, and panic. Number one is stepping back. When a man doesn't get his way, doesn't matter that he's wrong, but he still didn't get his way, especially a manipulative man, he might step back, he might punish you by ghosting you or stepping back. That way, making you very anxious, very insecure, very emotional, thinking, oh, am I going to lose him over this? What shall I do? And you kind of end up like questioning your own behavior and thinking like, did I actually really behave the right way? Maybe it wasn't his fault. Why is he stepping back if it was his fault? A man that does something wrong should be coming towards you and apologizing and making things right. But instead of making things right, he's actually stepping back, which then makes you think like maybe it is my fault. So women get anxious, women start to lose emotional control, we get very insecure, and because we are so scared to lose the guy or to lose the relationship, what happens when he steps back? We start to take that first step forward into apologizing, and we start to chase and pursue the guy. Long term, the strategy really backfires. Taking that first step to apologize, especially towards the manipulative guy, when you know you're not in the wrong and he's actually in the wrong, it backfires because you're basically saying that whenever you're in the wrong and you're stepping back, I will chase you and I will pursue you and I will apologize for you even though it's not my fault. And when guys get into this repetitive pattern that whenever we do something wrong, we step back and a woman comes forward apologizing. So it's a very, very unhealthy pattern. And he starts to kind of walk all over you this way and starts to take you for granted, even loses respect and feelings for you. So don't do it. If he steps back, that's his problem, not yours. You stay where you are at. Then he will miss you and he will actually realize that you're not chasing him. He will come forward and will make things right with you again. Which now takes me to the number 2. And number 2 is actually playing a victim mentality. So the victim mentality might be something absolutely ridiculous. I'll give you an example of like absolutely ridiculous behavior. So for example, he asks you to see him at the last minute and you're busy, you have a life, you're only just dating, you're not even married. And he throws in something like, I can't believe you can't drop this thing, or I can't believe you can't see me at the last minute, even though I have done so much for you. Basically, he starts to guilt trip you, even though he knows, let's say, you have something important going on, but he's guilt tripping you and making you feel like you're in the wrong, even though he's in the wrong, but he doesn't want to admit it. And he basically just wants to guilt trip you for not dropping your plans for him, and then accusing you of not making his needs met. And if you're not gonna meet my needs, I might go for someone else. So ladies, keep your self-respect. Don't fall for this BS. If you have something important to do and he's just throwing a tantrum because he wants to see you at the last minute, let him throw that tantrum and do the thing that you need to do. Don't let him guilt trip you into something absolutely ridiculous and just bluntly stupid. Number 3, which is so commonly used, is gaslighting. So he might do something absolutely ridiculous, something very disrespectful, and when you're reacting to it, he might say something like, oh, it's not a big deal, or oh, you're just overreacting. And he will hold on to that sentence so much, just saying you're overreacting, it didn't happen, you're overreacting. And that way what happens when somebody holds on to this so harshly, um, the guy basically starts to make you confused. You get confused. You're like, am I really overreacting? And you end up clouding, he ends up clouding your judgment. Basically makes you confused so much that it lowers your confidence, and you actually start to think, okay, maybe it wasn't a big deal. Maybe I really just overreacted. And when you actually take the responsibility for what he has done wrong. Number 4 way he might punish you is by, instead of apologizing for his own gaslighting or bad behavior, instead of doing any of that, he might actually try and make you jealous by creating a competition. So if you're naive, if you don't see his tactics, if you don't see his ridiculous, pathetic strategies, you might actually fall into this trap, and you will start to get jealous, you will start to feel insecure, you will start to feel anxious, and you might even start to compete with other women trying to win him back. And what happens is, instead of then actually coming forward to you and apologizing, he makes you jealous, and you just end up winning him back, and not asking for any apology back, because you're just happy that you still have him back. So the most important, ladies, thing to understand is, when you accept the disrespect, because it is a manipulation, it is a subtle form of disrespect. And when you kind of accept this disrespect, you're showing that you don't really have dignity, that you don't have self-respect, that you let people undervalue you, that you don't love yourself. And what happens when you allow these kind of strategies slide, men keep doing it. We keep doing these things over and over and over again. And then their respect for you just keeps dropping down. And what's really funny, ladies, when you actually stand up for yourself, and when you ignore these pathetic strategies, you ignore him trying to manipulate you by making you jealous. You want another girl? The door is open. Please shut it and don't come back. You're gaslighting me, like, stick to your judgments, then stick to logic. If he keeps attacking you by talking all the time, okay, fine, like, everybody can talk. Just because you're talking, just because you're saying 1,000 words a minute, it doesn't mean that you're right. Facts are facts. You're gaslighting, you're manipulating. I'm sticking to my facts. If you want to step back and ghost me for like 6 weeks, even though you're in the wrong, okay, as I said, the door is open. Bye bye. Please make sure to shut it on the way back, because I don't need any of this disrespectful gaslighting, trying to make me jealous, or any other type of kind of abusive behaviors. And when you show that to a guy in a calm manner, you know what happens? He comes back to you. Why he comes back to you? Because he could not manipulate you, he could not walk all over you, and um, that makes him intrigued. So he starts to develop stronger feelings for you, and his respect towards you grows, because he can see that you're the one that can stand up for yourself. He can see that you love yourself. He can see that you respect yourself. Therefore, he starts to love you and respect you too. Whereas all the other girls, we submitted to his gaslighting. We submitted to his manipulation. They were running after him even though he was in the wrong. We started to behave pathetic and sad, and he's like, wow, these women are sad, they don't respect themselves, I can do whatever I want with them, I'm gonna lose interest in them, they are too boring. You see? So by respecting yourself initially, yes, you might make him go a bit mad that he can't walk all over you, that he can't control you, that he can't have you. But initially, his respect and love towards you will grow, because he cannot control you, because he cannot walk all over you. That's, ladies, hot and interesting. That's not boring. And here comes the number 5. He might start to create drama. literally unnecessary arguments. And his arguments, when you'll think about things logically, they're not going to make sense. Just because he's passionate about his arguments and just because he's trying to prove you wrong so much, it does not make his arguments valid. If you want to know is his argument valid or not, compare it to the Bible, compare it to God's word. If you can see that in comparison to God's word is just manipulation and blah blah blah, then there is nothing, ignore his arguments. As I said before, just because somebody says 1,000 words a minute, it doesn't make it valid. You can talk like a radio, or everything can be a complete BS. Facts are facts, truth are truth, stick to it. The advice what I would say, when a man starts to argue, and he puts you on a spot and he starts to argue with you, and you know that the argument is absolutely ridiculous, literally roll your eyes and don't even get involved. Don't start to explain yourself, because he'll just start to attack you more, he'll just talk to you more, he'll just give you more BS. And why would you explain yourself when he's giving you the biggest bullshit of his life? Why would you even put energy in doing that? It's so ridiculous. It's like the last thing it requires is you getting involved. As I say, when you touch a piece of shit, your finger starts to sting. Don't bloody get involved into his argument. If he keeps going, roll your eyes, turn around and walk away. If his arguments are complete BS to put you down and he's just attacking you for no reason, even though you know logically you're right, you roll your eyes, you do the up and down, and you walk away, keeping your dignity and self-respect. Also, you're showing you're not gonna be gaslighting me, manipulating me, or using any other kind of abuse towards me. And you know what's gonna happen? He'll respect you more, and he'll most likely come after you, because that was hot. So ladies, if you liked this video, please press like. Let me know in the comments below what did you think. Join my High Value Women's School. It's a free Facebook group. And if you would like some one-on-one coaching, you can book me through my website, gretaberishita.com. I have all kinds of packages, monthly packages. I have 45 minutes with me, even 15 minutes with me. Also, I have videos for sale such as games men play, how to go from single to a happy, healthy relationship, differences between men and women, High Value Women course for sale, and many more other goodies. All the links will be in my video description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Kisses from London. Mwah.